Let's get started with Clerk Authentication for React. In this video, we're going to build a Vite React application and we're going to add Clerk Authentication to it from the ground up. We're going to talk about built-in drop-in UI components that makes your job easy as a developer. We're going to talk about the hooks that allow you to access session and user data where you need it. Protect components, signed in and signed out, control components, or more advanced stuff like role-based access control or RBAC. Now, you might use React inside of a framework like Next.js, React Router, or any of the other ones. Each one of these frameworks have specific SDKs, so you can refer to the documentation if that's the case for you. But in this video, we're going to just focus on vanilla React. So as if you're just using React as a single-page application, client-side without any of these server-side rendering frameworks. Now, the first step is to create a React app using Vite. You can copy this first line. I'm using PNPM. You can use any other package manager if you're using. If you're calling it Clerk React, and if you're using a template or React TS as a template. So if I just clear this out, NLS, I can just cd into Clerk React. Let's open this up inside of our code editor. Let me close the chat. All right, so now the next step is to install the Clerk React package. Again, we're going to copy this snippet here, go back, and then add the Clerk React package. Now, the next step is to set your Clerk API keys. For this, we need a new Clerk application. I'm going to go to my Clerk account. If you don't have any, you can just sign up for a free account, then hit create a new application. I'm going to call this Clerk React. I'm going to leave the settings for now untouched as the default. Now it automatically takes me to a page where I can follow the similar steps for my preferred SDK. I'm going to choose React with similar steps as we have in the documentation. So now I can select from this drop-down the new Clerk instance that I created. This gives me the publishable key. You can also copy this from the first page of your application and bring it back to your app, create a .env.local, and then paste in your publishable key. Next step, we need to import the publishable key using the Vite meta helper. So go back to your main.ts. Up here, I'm going to import the publishable key. If it doesn't exist, we can throw an error so that the user knows that they have to set their publishable key. And then we're going to wrap our entire app with the ClerkProvider, just as you see here. So let's just copy these two lines. I'm going to come here and I'm going to get the ClerkProvider from our Clerk React package. Now we can set a header to show some conditional components. So we are using signed in, signed out, user button, and sign in button. Now the signed out is a control component in that the children of this component is only shown if the user is signed out. And similarly for the signed in component, the children is only show if the user is signed in. So it is a way for us to show a sign in button or the user button if the user is signed in. So let's go to our app. And I'm going to delete this and set this, which is basically rendering a header for now. We can also bring in the app CSS to get the styling that we have. Let's save this up. I think that's the final step. You can create your first user by running the local development server. So let's actually go ahead and do this. PNPM dev. Let's open up our local host. There's a sign in button. This takes us to Clerk hosted sign in page. And now I'm logged in. If I just make this a bit bigger, you can see my user button. This is the same drop-in component that you know and love from Clerk. It allows you to manage your account, user profile, and also sign out. And that's how easy it is to add authentication to your React application. But let's take this a bit further. Let's introduce some simple routing using React Router. Now, in the docs, it also mentions that you can use React Router in two different ways. One is as a framework, and there is a specific integration or SDK if that's the case for you, or you can just use it as a library for your routing. This is the way that we're going to use it for this tutorial. If you want me to cover React Router as a framework as well, just let me know down in the comments. But for now, we're just using it as a library. So the first step is to set up our Clerk application. We have already done that inside of Clerk dashboard or account. We can also go ahead and install React Router as a library. So let's click on this link. Now here we can just go ahead and install React Router. So let's stop the dev server, pm add React Router. And then we can just wrap our entire app with the browser router. Then we can introduce some new routes. Let's jump back in here and follow along with the Clerk documentation. Now, instead of using the Clerk React SDK or package, we're going to install a new package, which is React Router. pm add Clerk React Router. Going back to the docs, setting the API keys. We've already set this. Wrap your entire app with the ClerkProvider. We've done that. But the only thing we need to do now is to import ClerkProvider from React Router. So instead of Clerk React that you can see here, now we're going to get it from React Router package. Okay, everything else stays the same. Let's also bring in the browser router. Let's copy this part of the code and bring this here. So we are wrapping everything with the browser router. I'm importing all of the missing imports from React Router. So it creates some routes for now, just the home page. And we're again wrapping all of our routes with the ClerkProvider, passing in our publishable key. So let's save this up, go back. Now our header components are exactly the same in terms of the JSX, but we just need to import them from React Router instead of the Clerk React package. So let's go to our app component, and we can just replace this to get the same components from the React Router package. So with this, if I go back and restart our dev server, we should be able to access our application again with the sign-in. And again, we're using the hosted sign-in page. So let's actually use this route or router that we created to create our sign-in page, our own custom sign-in page, and then tell Clerk to use that sign-in page instead of the hosted version. So let's go back to our app. You can create a routes folder or a pages folder. Inside of it, I'm going to create a page called sign in, and then I'm going to call this sign in page. And all I'm going to do for now is just to export the signing component from React Router. I'm going to get rid of this. And this is our signing page, which just renders the sign-in component from our package. Now you can add styling, you can pass in appearance props, you can pass in custom CSS variables and whatnot. So I'm going to link some documentation in the description if that's what you want to be able to customize the look and feel of the sign-in component. But this encapsulates all the APIs that's required for Clerk to sign in the user. So all I need to do now is going back to my main, and in the ClerkProvider, I'm going to just pass in the sign-in URL, telling Clerk that, hey, for sign-in, use whatever we have on this path. And I have to add that path here. So I'm going to add this sign-in. Just get rid of that comment and also import the sign-in page. So I'm just saying for sign-in, use that sign-in component that we just used. And with this, let's go back to our application and refresh. Now, if I hit sign in, it is going to go to my custom sign-in page, setting a redirect URL. And this is a custom component. Now it's not a hosted version, so I have control over the theme and the style of this component to my liking. So let's actually go ahead and sign in. I'm logged in and I have the drop-in component for user management, user profile, and signing out. So that's a wrap for this video, using Clerk Authentication for vanilla React, using a Vite React application, using React Router as a simple library for routing, not as a framework. If you have any questions, like always, hit me up in the comments and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.